In 3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, the 2nd of July, and a big happy birthday to Larry David, Peter Kay, Jerry Hall, Margot Robbie, and Lindsay Lohan.
7.
After long-running protests in Hong Kong, China has passed new security laws to crack down and remove a lot of the independence that the former British territory had. The US Congress unanimously passed a sanctions bill on China last night, and Boris spoke in the Commons yesterday to reassure Hong Kong citizens of the UK's support, a move already criticised by the Chinese embassy in the UK.
We made clear, Mr. Speaker, that if China continued down this path, we would introduce a new route for those with British national overseas status to enter the UK, granting them limited leave to remain, with the ability to live and work in the UK and thereafter to apply for citizenship, and that is precisely what we will do now.
6.
The NHS has been under huge pressure as the nation battles coronavirus. One of the key issues was the lack of personal protective equipment for frontline workers as countries around the world scramble to buy and source enough. Now Channel 4 News, reporting on PPE, says that 85 million pieces from the UK government stockpile had to be recalled as it was not properly tested, putting lives at risk.
But what we can now report is that despite repeated assurances from the highest levels, the PPE that was stored in this warehouse in case of a pandemic was not properly tested. We have learned that 85 million masks and respirators, some of which have already been used, have now been withdrawn, disposed of, or had safety warnings issued. The UK had built up a £500 million stockpile of emergency PPE to use in a pandemic. But as we reported in May, the stockpile had been neglected.
In the United States, as coronavirus cases continue to climb and Florida and Texas appear to be in real trouble, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick doesn't get it, and he's fed up with Dr. Fauci's warnings too.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. We haven't skipped over anything. The only thing I'm skipping over is listening to him. You know, you have a lot of doctors on your show from day one. Your doctors have been right almost every time, and he has been wrong every time on every issue. I don't need his advice anymore. We'll listen to a lot of science, we'll listen to a lot of doctors, and Governor Abbott, myself, and other state leaders will make the decision. No thank you, Dr. Fauci.
On the other hand, Donald Trump's changed his tune on masks. Talking to Fox Business yesterday, he says he's all for masks and that he's worn a mask and that, wow.
People have seen me wearing one. If I'm in a group of people where we're not, 10 feet away, but usually I'm not in that position and everyone's tested. I had a mask on. I sort of liked the way I looked. Okay, I looked like the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, not sure you've seen the Lone Ranger for quite a while.
4.
Yesterday would have been Princess Diana's 59th birthday, and to mark the occasion, her charitable foundation presented the Diana Awards, and Prince Harry had a message for young anti-racism campaigners.
I am so incredibly proud to be part of these awards as they honour the legacy of my mother and bring out the very best in people like you. You are all doing such incredible work, and at a time of great uncertainty, you have found the power and inspiration inside of you to make a positive mark on the world. And I love that the Diana Award is able to help you do it. I know that my mother has been an inspiration to many of you, and I can assure you, she would have been fighting your corner.
It was an evening of surprises in the Premier League with 4 games. Newcastle beat Bournemouth 4-1, Arsenal beat Norwich 4-0, Everton beat Leicester 2-1, while Chelsea lost 3-2 to West Ham. That puts big pressure on Chelsea manager Frank Lampard, who missed out on the chance to go third in the table. He spoke to Sky Sports after the game.
Without a doubt, a good group of lads and players in there. But when you analyse and see a lack of consistency, and when you say we can play really well, Manchester City, fantastic discipline, work rate, lots of good things, and then this year we can feel a game like this coming. So, again, shows the work we need to do.
There are 2 more games on tonight, Sheffield United versus Spurs at 6, and then the Premier League champions Liverpool go to Man City at 8:15. It's Larry David's birthday today, so it's a perfect time to announce that Curb Your Enthusiasm has an 11th season on the way, although Larry still hopes it'll be cancelled. It reminded me of the interview around Larry's use of MAGA hats in Series 10.
There are people that wear the MAGA hat and like what the MAGA hat represents. Are you afraid about alienating them? They could be fans of the show.
Alienate yourselves. Yeah. Go and alienate. You have my blessing. No, I could give a
There's only one way to change the world's mind about the need for masks, and that's a catchy song. Step forward, Tom McGovern, with some solid advice.
Hey everybody, got a favor to ask. Shut the up and put on your mask. Shut the up and put on your mask. Shut the up and put on your mask. Save a human life with a menial task. Shut the up and put on your mask. Look at their numbers. Look at our numbers. Shut the up and put on your mask.
And they want to throw God's wonderful breathing system out the door.
Shut the up and put on your mask. If you say they're killing people, then you're dead, dead wrong. I really shouldn't even have to write this song.
This has been the Smart 7. We've got an Alexa skill now. All you've got to do is enable us and then just say, Alexa, play the Smart 7. We're back tomorrow at 7. Please like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, my darlings. It's me, Anna Mann, actress, singer, welder. Gotta have a backup. I've been in everything, my darlings, and I've been cut from most things. However, I will not be cut from one thing, and that is my own podcast, Talking to Actors with Anna Mann, where I meet those rarest of creatures, the actors. That's Talking to Actors on the Great Big Owl.